Well, each exercise kind of takes you directly. So
Yeah.
let's give me an example. Let's just have an example of one of these exercises. One of them once where you use something physical.
Okay.
Not the thought ones.
Okay. All right. All right. So here's So one simple way of getting this feeling of shifting your awareness out of the identification with your mind, which creates this little self-looping identity, is to have awareness. Just again, I'm talking to you, the awareness. I'm talking to you, the awareness, and the awake awareness. So if you think, well, how am I going to unhook awareness from thought? I've never done that. I don't know if I can do that. And that is correct. You cannot do it, but awareness can do it. So you just have to be, sometimes I call it the Columbo approach. It's like,
The Columbo approach?
Yeah, so like, oh, by the way, before I leave, I just unhook awareness and have it drop.
Oh, by the way, as an aside.
As an aside,
Yeah.
just, just without thinking
Do that,
about it.
and
then you'll be awake, so we'll see you next time. So just simply have awareness, which is identified or attached to thought, simply unhook and step back, and then see what it feels like if awareness, which is the center of knowing, drops and knows your smile from within your smile, knows your jaw from within your jaw, without looking up to thought and without stretching or looking down from thought. Have awareness that knows directly drop into your throat, know your throat from within, and then feel awareness drop below your neck and feel your upper torso or come into your heart space. And you can smile and breathe and just feel what it's like to directly perceive your body from within without orienting to thought and without going to sleep. Just feel this direct, awareness-based, embodied, open-hearted, non-thought-based knowing, which is kind of alert. It's aware of space, it's aware of aliveness, and it's aware of awareness, which is aware by itself. Just feel that relief and notice this new non-conceptual, embodied way of shifting into another dimension of your consciousness. See what's absent that was there, and then see the qualities of presence that start to kind of shimmer. What do you notice?
What I love, and one thing I love about that is the not checking up.
Mm-hmm.
You say looking up?
Yeah, not looking up.
I'm not looking up, and I'm not
looking
down here
from.
going, oh look that's
that.
happening there. I'm not this witness watching this, which is
and you're not stretching.
what we do a lot, like,
Yeah.
okay, I feel my knee, and now I'm
from here.
labeling here, but it's you literally talk about being there.
Yeah.
And for me, that's like juicy. I mean, it's like, it's nice. It's full. It's nice. It's warm. There's love. And the not looking up, looking down is free, because you realize it's kind of like the Wizard of Oz is behind there trying to move all the gears to make that thing work, and it's like he's not there anymore.
And
so you can just allow it to be something without all the stuff there, and that's nice.
Yeah.
And then take us out.
Yeah.
Take us out.
So then, interestingly, there's a bunch of different ways, kind of like you talk. I'm like you. aware of different learning types. So
Yeah.
some people are kinesthetic, some people are emotional, some people are more mental, some people are visual, some people are auditory. So I use different doors for, and some people will like, oh, that one was really good, and that one didn't work so well. And but by the time we do short little
Everyone does
practices,
everything. Something's going to
starting to happen,
start a
and
movement.
they get to the same place.
Yeah.
And then, interestingly, they use their own words
Yeah.
to describe it,
Yeah.
and they don't need to use the vocabulary that I'm starting with.
And that's the style of his teaching. He'll kind of guide you to an experience, and then literally, rather than talking about it, he has everyone go around the room and report their words. And
Yeah.
what's nice always about that is one, as a student, you get to hear
Right.
what everyone else is doing. Not that I'll have some of that or
Right,
what he is,
right.
but it helps open your idea to other things it can be, or maybe
Right.
it was words you hadn't thought to describe of
Right.
your own experience. As the teacher sitting there, I was going, way to go, you know, like, you hear that? You hear all that stuff? That is so good.
Yeah.
You know, it's like,
Yeah, 'cause
there's
you-
popcorn happening in this room, you know. And throughout the workshop, you'd hear someone at the beginning going, awareness, what? You know,
Yeah.
you'd hear them at the beginning, and at the end, there were a couple people at the end going, oh, and you get these ahas. And,
Yeah.
you know, as a teacher, I
Yeah.
was, you know, high-fiving him and going, that is so cool. Because that's your, you know, as a
Yeah.
teacher, the moody type, you get this, like, joy
Yes.
at that, because you know they walked out the door with something that's
Yeah.
going to shift their life in a good way.
Yeah. And they're giving them tools to be able to do it themselves.
Yeah.
So there's like, you know, these short practices, and you know, I've written this book about it.
Oh yeah, your
Yeah.
book.
book.
We almost forgot.
Yeah.
There's a book. You want a book on this? There's a book on this. What's your book
There's a
called?
book on this
Shift
called
into.
Shift into Freedom: The Science and Practice of Open-Hearted Awareness.
All right, got that.
So
Shift
that's-
into freedom,
And then currently there's an audio.
and it's a very perfect title for what this is too.
Yeah.
It is exactly a shift into freedom.
Yeah.
And there's an audio.
Yeah, and the audio currently is the audio of the practices, not the audio of the book.
Oh, you
So
didn't want to
basically-
sit there for 12 hours and read your book?
I ended up doing that, and that will come out.
Oh, okay.
But
I always like to hear the
Yeah.
teacher, like I want to hear Pema Chodron read her book.
Yes.
You know, I want to
Yeah.
hear the word. I don't want the actor they hired.
that's right.
I want to hear you
Yes.
describe it, because you also get that kind of the energy of how it comes in.
Yeah.
So when you
So-
say it's the audio of just
Yeah.
the practices.
So the audio of the practices is, you know, kind of the teaching style is, you know, like the teacher. It's like I'm introducing the students to their own inner teacher.
Right.
You know, and when I'm showing or pointing them to look within, it's not look up here, but look back within you. And then once you discover this non-conceptual awareness, by being able to speak from there, it's really not even about the words. It's about speaking from non-conceptual heart-mind, so that you start to rewire functioning and living from this new way of knowing and being, so that you can start to make it a normal thing. And then in the middle of your life, you can start to just walk down the street, go to work, have relationships, hang out, have fun. And from a continuous awakening, you know, losing it. And part of the small glimpses is, of course, initially, you're going to recognize, realize, and lose it. And then the practice is re-recognize. So training to re-recognize and return and remain, and then speak and walk and talk from there, and then lose it, and then no big surprise, just re-recognize. And then again, and the training can be done with these small glimpses in the midst of your day.